Greetings, comrades, it is I, RussianCarl, and I'm here to bring you my Week 7 UBL matchup against Coach Deebz and the Calgary Flame Wheels. Now, this video is going up a bit late for two reasons. Mainly, I've been extremely busy lately, and I got behind on my editing and whatnot because work has been kicking my butt left and right. Hopefully, that kind of eases up soon, but the second reason is I kind of delayed this a little bit just because my Week 8 opponent dropped out. So there isn't going to be, kind of breaking the fourth wall here, but there isn't going to be a Week 8 battle going up. He dropped out right before the deadline for getting the battles done, and the replacing coach wasn't found in time, so I was just given a forfeit win over him 3-0, which does help our record, but I won't say what our record's going to be until the end of this, so you guys can see what's going on. As you see, this is a post-com, and I'm also doing post-com because my live com recording was not what I want to be portrayed as. I had people over at the time, and the recording kind of got a little crazy. In addition, I didn't play up to my full potential. I made some stupid plays, and why not? You'll see that very soon. Anyway, like I said, we are going up against Coach Deebz and the Calgary Flame Wheels. I was bringing a team of Mega Galley, Volcanian Togekiss, Registeel, Ambipom, and Cofagrigus, going up against his Cobalion, Mega Pidgeot, Flygon, Quillfish, Necrozma, and Manaphy. I was especially worried about two Mons on this lineup, Necrozma and Mega Pidgeot, mostly because Mega Pidgeot outspeeds everyone on my team, minus, Scarf on people. And now scarfing them on is what I did. I put a scarf on Togekiss because it guaranteed me that I would have something that outrun Pidgeot, which was indeed the game plan because, like I said, it outruns everything and has coverage to pretty much hit my walls super effectively, other than Cofagrigus, because Cofagrigus still can't really do anything to Pidgeot. So that was kind of an issue. And then Necrozma, because Necrozma is just bulky, with Ultra Sun and Moon giving it Photon Geyser, is just crazy. It's up on a new level since regular Sun and Moon, and Prism Armor plus its natural bulk is just annoying. Plus it's pure Psychic typing, meaning it only has 3 weaknesses in Ghost, Dark, and Bug. Which Cofagrigus being my only stab option for offense on that part. Everyone else is a possibility of coverage moves, which doesn't really help me too much. So I knew Necrozma was going to be the thing to beat if I'm going to win this match. But anyway, enough with the talk. Let's just get right into the match, and I can explain what went down, and we can see what kind of outcome we're going here. So yeah, like I said, we are challenged by Pokemon trainer Deebz. I'll post the link to his half of the battle in the description below. I led with Gallade because other than the Mega Pidgeot, there was nothing that Gallade feared, and I had a feeling that he was going to lead the Cobalion to get Rocks up, which he did lead the Gearfried, and predicting he would switch in the Quillfish, I went straight for Swords Dance so I wouldn't be at -1 and in a bad position. Doesn't make a difference in the long run. I should have just switched in to say Volcanion or something that can handle the Quillfish better. Because I still end up switching out, as you will see. So I go for Swords Dance. He does get the Intimidate off on me, so I do end up at +1 rather than +2, which I guess is okay. But at this range, I didn't have Zen Headbutt. If I had Zen Headbutt, I could have killed him right there. I switched into Cofagrigus, which was not the best play. Rasputin literally couldn't do anything against him, and it knew he was going to set up spikes, knowing I was going to switch out because I couldn't kill him unless I had Zen Headbutt. It was a risky move on his play. I should have gone into Volcanion, forcing a switch on his part. Instead, I went to Cofagrigus, who couldn't really do anything to him. I really don't know why I did. But, again, like I said, I wasn't playing up to my full potential, and I hate myself for it, but whatever. So we burn Rainier, and at this point, I wanted to go for a knockoff, I believe. No, I went for a Shadow Ball because I wanted to see how much damage I was going to do. I haven't actually watched this battle back in a while since, I haven't seen this battle since today. Did just under half. With the burn, it's possible I could get the kill with another Shadow Ball, but the issue is now that, you know, there's a Pidgeot in the back that's going to switch in on the Shadow Ball. So I believe here is where I went for a Pain Split, which I should have just gone for a knockoff. I know I did go for the knockoff right away, and it does nothing because it's a Pidgeot. I have no attack investment. I'm not a physical attacking mon. Knockoff was there just for knockoff's sake, and yeah. So now I got a burned Cofagrigus in front of a Mega Pidgeot, and I stay in knowing, because, you know, yes, Registeel, my special defensive Registeel would be the switch in to this Mega Pidgeot, but I knew it had Heat Wave, so I wanted to see if he would predict that, and Cofagrigus just wasn't doing anything. This is where I go for the Pain Split, and I do get a nice bit of recovery there and do a nice chunk of damage, more than I would have done with another knockoff. So that's fine. And going for that, so predicted him there. Should have gone into, again, Volcanion. If I had switched into Volcanion more often in this game, it would have been good. I believe that was a roll. I'm not entirely sure. But the Hurricane does take us out, so Cofagrigus drops there. I go into Togekiss because, like I said, Togekiss with Scarf naturally is going to outspeed the Mega Pidgeot because it can't have a Scarf or anything like that. And at that point, I'm like, I'm just going to go for an Air Slash because there's no reason not to. The only thing on his team, actually he has nothing on his team that resists it because Cobalions have fighting. And we end up taking out the Quillfish with Togekiss here. So Quillfish is gone. You can't intimidate me anymore, meaning when Galley comes back in, we can have some fun. Anyway, so Gearfried comes in, and I decide, you know what, I'm just going to risk it. I'm just going to go for another Air Slash. I'm hoping for flinches. And I see it puts me in a good range to get a 3-hit kill with Air Slash. So I just keep Air Slashing. I'm like, hey, maybe I'll get more flinches, and I'll just take out Gearfried before I can actually do anything. It does put him in the red, and he does get a Volt Switch off, doing a sizable chunk to me, because he got a crit. And at this point, I believe he goes in, yeah, he goes into Flygon, which led me to believe this Flygon was scarfed. Because since he saw me spamming Air Slashes, he probably figured, and also Cobalion outspeeds Togekiss naturally, so he probably was like, okay, he's scarfed, I'm going to go into my Scarfmon that outspeeds him with super effective coverage. Goes for the Stone Edge, and I switched in Ampom just because, why not? The ideal thing probably should have been, I should have just gone into Registeel and then just clicked like Toxic, or got up Rocks my own, because that would have been great. But instead I went to Ampom, who took needless damage there, got the Fake Out, and then Gearfried comes in and hits the Brick Break. Now I went for Brick Break just because I can't remember what my coverage move was, but I wanted to make sure that in case he stayed in or whatever, Brick Break still hit him pretty good. I didn't have return, so I wanted to do that. And I also had Brick Break in case he brought a low on Ninetales, which was on his team. Ampom takes out the Cobalion, but then dies to the Hurricane from Pidgeot, and this is pretty much the theme of the match, because I can't really touch, and this is where Jacuzzi finally comes out. Too little, too late. I can't really touch the Mega Pidgeot because of Mega Pidgeot. Alright, so Manaphy comes in. And this is also where I messed up. I did not do enough prep going into this match as well. Unfortunately, so I went for a Steam Eruption because I'm like, yeah, Manaphy's the only real switch into a Steam Eruption here, and even then, it's going to take almost half. So, okay, that's fine. If I get a crit, that'd be cool. Goes for a Z move because I'm wondering, oh, what can Manaphy do to an Assault Vest Volcanion? Turns out, Ancient Power into Rocky MZ. I completely forgot that Manaphy gets Ancient Power because I did not prep enough to look into its move pool. I was more concerned about it setting up Tail Glows on me. So this Rocky MZ comes out of nowhere, and I'm like, can I take this? Can I take this? I did pretty well, actually. I go for a Sludge Wave, you know, hoping, okay, maybe this will do some of these damage. It does put it in a 2-hit kill range, but I'm like, I die to an Ancient Power now, and I have no real switch into it other than Registeel, but I figured Volcanion is pretty much dead anyway because he doesn't have speed anything on his team. So Jacuzzi goes down and bring out Togekiss. And I figure, okay, we're just going to play the same game. So I go for the Air Slash. No, I went for a D-Gleam here because Air Slash had a chance not to kill, I believe, at that range. D-Gleam, guaranteed to kill. If I'd gone for an Air Slash, it would have been better because I could have tried to get for flinches. Because this is where I'm going to spoiler alert, I lose the game right here. There's still like 15 turns left, but they are painful. Because I switch into Registeel because I'm like, okay, this is my switch in Necrozma, because even if it starts doing Swords Dance into Photon Geysers, it can't do anything to me. And Heat Wave, because of my investment, does nothing. I go for Toxic, and he shows Sub. And so now, Registeel, now I'm in a pickle, because this thing's behind a Sub, and I did Calc. And with no investment on his hat, he was pure offense. Ironhead had like a super slim. I had to get a max roll on an Ironhead to break his Sub, which I couldn't do. And I know switching out, this is where it just all went downhill, because I got flustered by this and couldn't recover from it because I couldn't break it. He starts setting up Calm Minds, and I'm like, okay, so he's got Moonlight Sub, Calm Mind. What's his final move? And he keeps setting up Calm Minds. There's literally nothing I can do, because the second I break that Sub, he just uses Sub again. Leftovers giving him passive recovery, and Moonlight allows him to just heal every time, you know, the use of Substitute drops him too low. So pretty much I only had 3 guys left: Registeel, Gallade, and Togekiss. Gallade was my only real damage, and I couldn't really go into him. Well, I knew I could go into him. I knew he was going to set up a Sub. So now there's a +2/+2 Necrozma in front of me, and I'm like, if he Photon Geysers, I'm dead. There's just nothing can stand in front of me. I knew my only play was really I have to go for a knockoff and break the Sub and hope maybe I can flinch him to death. But then I lose the Flygon. Pretty much. So I do go for the knockoff, I do break the Sub, and he shows Sword Power. And the power is definitely within him, because he one-shots Gallade, because Sword Power does get stronger for every stat boosted per level. So he had massive power on that, since he was at +2/+2 in special attack and special defense. So like I said, at this point, with no Sub in front of him, my play is simply I have to flinch him to death. I cannot risk anything else. And this is doing like 20% roughly per Air Slash. And I get the first flinch, and I'm like, cool. And then he hits the Sword Power on the second one, and luck was not on my side. Togekiss goes down, and that's pretty much the game there. Frankly, the next 9 or 8 turns are just pitiful, because Registeel is just gonna. I keep spamming Ironhead because it's literally all I can do. I can't click Toxic because I know he's gonna click Sub, and as you see here, he does click Sub. I did not prep very well for this Necrozma or the Manaphy, because I could have. Frankly, I was too impulsive with my moves. Like I said, I did have people over, and it altered my playstyle a bit. I let them get a little involved, which is why you're seeing a post-com, like I said. So I didn't think clearly. I also didn't prep very well leading up to it. So whatever, it's a loss is a loss. I'll take it as it is. As you see, we're just going to keep going. It's still 7 turns, because here's the thing. I'm max HP, max special defense, so even with +2/+2, he wasn't doing enough to kill me. I mean, eventually he could just sit there and click it, but he opts for, I think, another Calm Mind, and just lets your Sword Power until I die. Kind of drags for a little bit. Yeah. So this took us from 3-3 to 3-4, and the 4-0 loss that this is at, because he still had Necrozma, Manaphy, Flygon, and Pidgeot left. The 4-0 loss. The 4-0 loss does unfortunately bring us down to, I believe, negative 3-4, -7. I'm not thinking straight right now. I don't know why. Sorry, guys. 3-4 and -7. We're back kind of where we were. And like I said, spoiler alert, because my week 8 opponent dropped out, and it really wasn't time for me for the replacement to get in and for me to get a battle there. I was given the forfeit victory over because he did it extremely last minute, just dropped out. That will bring us to 4-4. 4-4, -4 differential. So, I mean, not too bad there. Playoffs is a stretch at this point. We got 3 battles left in the season because there will not be a battle going up when week 8 is supposed to go up. I think this is going up 2 days before the week 8 battles are supposed to go up, so it's kind of a weird time table. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. As you see, he's finally going for those stored powers, and even after all that calm minding, still not enough to kill me. But it puts me in 2-hit kill range, and I do get the max roll on that Iron Head on that one. Oddly enough, that was fun. But yeah. So we'll just wait for him to kill me with his final stored power. And this gives me some thoughts that I need to focus a little more, prep a little better, and really dial in on my matches. Can't let myself get distracted again. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed the battle, even though it wasn't the best from my perspective. I will put the link to Deebz' channel in the description because GG to him. He from the looks of it prepped exceptionally well, knowing exactly what I was going to do at certain times to perfectly counter me. Sub on that Necrozma was what broke me, and props to him for that. And also the Rocky MZ using Ancient Power off the Manaphy was I was bewildered for a little bit there, so again, props and GG to him. But I'll put the link to his channel in the description below so you guys can check out his side, because his guarantee is going to be about 3 times better than me. Yeah, at least 3 times better. But anyway, guys, I'm going to have to set out of here. I will see you guys for week 9, because like I said, no week 8 battle. Anyway, catch you later.